Hi, and welcome. We're so excited to see all of you on our focus session today. But before we get started, we want to start off with a question to all of you.
So, how many of you have ever received an email with personalized offers from ICA or Apotek Hjärtat? Hands up.
Okay, well, I think everyone held up their hand right there. Maybe you've also wondered how ICA uses your data to create these offers. Offers that are useful specifically for you. Well, that's what we will tell you about today. We will also tell you how we make these offers not only personalized, but smart and safe. All with the power of data analytics, so that you get the products you want and need.
We and our teams are just some of the many people at ICA that works to make this happen. And we will start by telling you a little bit about ourselves. My name is Cander Dangovanos, and I work as a group manager for analytic platforms at ICA Gruppen. My team develop, maintain, and support our analytic platforms.
My name is Sofia Andersson, and I work as a business translator in ICA's data science team. I'm the only non-data scientist in our team, and I work as the bridge between our business and our data scientists.
And last but not least, my name is Stephanie Ternert. I work as an information security specialist and IT risk manager at ICA. So what my team does is, well, protect your data, basically.
So today we will talk about the power of data analytics and how it helps us to make every day a little easier for our customers by providing personalized offers. I think most of you are familiar with our company, but we will give you a short introduction anyways. ICA Gruppen is one of Sweden's leading retail companies with focus on food and health. We have ICA Sweden and Rimi Baltics that focuses on groceries. We have Apotek Hjärtat, our pharmaceutical company, as well as Min Doktor. We have ICA Real Estate that maintain most of our real estate properties. And we have ICA Bank, who has the financial services, as well as our own insurance company. And together we work to make every day a little easier. ICA Gruppen together becomes an ecosystem, including almost everything you need within the area of food and health. And within our organization, we have over 1,000 people working within the tech field. That's probably more than a lot of you thought. Since our organization includes different types of businesses, it gives us the opportunity to work in cross-functional teams as well as transit between the different companies. That way, we can learn from each other and our businesses.
Right, and since we are at Women in Tech today, I do want to take some time to mention how ICA works with diversity and inclusiveness, because it is actually one of our main priorities. Some facts that I know we're very proud of working at ICA is that a majority of the ICA companies that you just heard about actually have female CEOs. 4 out of 7 companies, female CEOs. That's great, huh? Can I get a woo? Moreover, group-wide, ICA actually has as many women as men in key management positions. And lastly, ICA has on several occasions been named Europe's most equal retail company by the LEAD organization.
We want our customers to experience that we simplify their everyday lives through relevant offers and solutions for them to reach their ambitions in a safe way. We hold vast amounts of data, which helps us understand our customers and customize our offers so that we build our business on insights rather than opinions. Being data-driven is a key for us as a company in order for us to be able to put our customer in focus, make better decisions, be more efficient, and maintain our market position.
So, what do we do with all this data to create smart and personalized offers? Well, to talk you through the process, we're going to introduce you to a friend of ours. Let's meet Monica. Monica lives in Stockholm. She is 35 years old. She works as a DevOps engineer at a large tech company, and she absolutely loves the outdoors. She would probably go running a day like this. And she regularly shops at Apotek Hjärtat, and of course, she's part of ICA's loyalty program, Stammis. Monica has just received her personalized offers from Apotek Hjärtat, which made her wonder, how does this really work? And how come I got these 3 offers?
Right. And to explain how this all works, we're going to take you on a little journey today, where we'll follow Monica and her data as we take you through what each one of our teams does, which is the data science team, the platform team, and the security team. And we'll tell you how we together enable personalized, smart, and safe offers and a customer experience using data analytics. So first, we're going to visit the data science team and Sofia.
Oh, sorry. So personalization all starts within the data science team. So let's take a step back to understand how we work. We work in an agile process that takes us from ideation to implementation and maintenance of the solution. Our work starts through ideation that we facilitate with the business, or the business coming to us with an idea. We work together with the business to understand the needs and find the analytical angle on the problem that they want support on. In this phase, we also evaluate the potential business value of the solution and the feasibility of implementing and designing the solution. Once we have assessed the idea, including the data we want to use, we continue with the design and plan for our first delivery. Thereafter, we start the development of the solution, and the data scientists start processing the data and develop the analytical solution. This is an iterative process, meaning that we need to test and evaluate various models or other solutions in order for us to actually solve the business problem. The results are then sent from our models or the solution into a report or another system where the business can use it. The last step of the process is about the full implementation of the solution, reaching all business users and realizing the full potential. In this phase, we also put up a structure for maintenance to ensure our solutions maintain their high quality over time. We have put in a lot of effort in ensuring that our process supports us, both in describing exactly what needs to be done in each phase of the process, but also to enable us to keep a high speed and flexibility in development. So I just want to highlight 2 things that I think have been key to our success in the process. First of all, we focused on making the evaluation of the business value and the ideas quick, but still follows a very clear framework on how to assess the potential business value that the solution should bring to the business. So instead of focusing on the choice of technology, and for instance, what machine learning will do, we focus on what and how the solution will bring value to our business. This has helped us not only to scope and prioritize the right ideas, but also to understand when we should not continue with an idea. The second thing is, that might sound very obvious, is that we make sure to have a clear plan for our first delivery before we start the iterative development. So this has helped us both in keeping scope, but more importantly, to keep pace in the development. But now, let's get back to Monica and her offers at Apotek Hjärtat. So personalized offers all starts with us analyzing Monica's purchase history. For instance, the number of purchases, her average spend, and also her share of spend on products within a certain offer. The results is then used together with 3 different machine learning models that have 3 different purposes. So the 3 different models generates offers through these different purposes. So first we have the loyalize model, which has its purpose, just as it sounds, to loyalize the customer and make them feel appreciated. This model aims to find offers on products that Monica would have bought even without the discount. The second model, the capitalize model, is about increasing the sales during the campaign period. So here we aim to find offers on products that Monica is interested to buy, but would probably not buy without an offer. And the last model, the basket boost model, aims to find products that we think Monica is interested in, but haven't discovered yet at Apotek Hjärtat. So this encourages her to test new products that she's interested in, but haven't bought yet. And the mix of these different offers, whereas Monica gets, for instance, 2 of the loyalize model and 1 of the basket boost, or if she gets 1 of each, is decided by our customer strategy and what customer group Monica belongs to. But how are the offers really selected then? So each of the models generates a list of products with score that predicts the likelihood of each purpose from each models, where a higher score means a better match for Monica. In combination with these 3 models, we then use business rules to ensure that we don't give Monica offers on products that she's not interested in. So for instance, we have timing, ensuring that we don't give Monica offers on product that she recently bought. The availability ensures that the product is available in the pharmacy where she shops most. And consent makes sure that we use Monica's data in a way that she has approved us to. So this is just an example of business rules. And when we apply the business rules, we will exclude offers from Monica, from the loyalize and the capitalize and the basket move models that we don't think Monica is interested in this time. So for instance, as Monica just bought sunscreen, the capitalized model will instead choose the multivitamins for Monica. The results with the highest scored offers are then sent to the marketing team, which creates the communication and sends it to Monica. But in order for us to be able to create qualitative analytical solutions, we need data that holds high quality, is available, and trustworthy. And this is where the engineering and platform teams comes in.
Yes, and now it's time for us to visit the world of data engineering and data platform. So that means we have to have a look at our data. And one might ask, how do we ensure that we have a good data quality and enable analysis with short time to market? Well, let's have a look. As Sofia mentioned, it all starts with requirements coming from the data science team. Then our data engineers gather all data they need in order to perform their analysis. Sometimes it is taking data from internal systems, and sometimes even from external systems, as some offers may depend on seasons or specific holidays. After gathering all data, it is then being cleaned in order to make it easier to analyze. That means that the data has to be looked at in a certain way and has to work together. You can look at this as Excel sheets. If you have several Excel sheets and you're trying to merge them together, it takes a while before you get everything to work together. It's basically the same thing with data engineers. You find out what data you need, where it is, and how to make the data work together. And once you have larger, what we call data set. However, this is not always a smooth ride. The process needs to be adjusted until we find a good enough data quality and data to work with so that the data scientists are happy. But once the analysis is completed, the data scientists get the result they want, and the data engineer team builds data flows that is automated, robust, and can be run without manual work. But of course, it's not just Monica's data that we're analyzing. We're analyzing much more than just her data. In fact, we're analyzing billions of rows of data. ICA approximately generates 607 million receipts every year. That means we have to have a large platform that can enable that amount of data to be analyzed. So let's look a little bit more into detail regarding our data platforms. As mentioned before, we have lots of data traveling through our systems. And the data can arrive either on an on-prem platform, meaning on ICA servers, or in our cloud environment, using a cloud provider. And of course, my team work hard to protect this data, to make sure that the data is only accessible to those who have access to that specific access account, for instance. So you cannot see all data within the platforms, only to specific accounts. But how do we enable so much data to travel through our systems? Well, first of all, it takes a great team of platform engineers, and I'm honored to have both junior and senior, female and male, people in my team, so I'm really happy about that. And we work hard to contain rock-solid operations, meaning stable environments for our users. And we're constantly evaluating how we can make more analysis with shorter time to market. For instance, we're developing a self-service platform in the cloud. What is a self-service? Well, I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. Just as it implies, it enables users to trigger automated features that has historically been done manually by a platform team. So without self-service, we get longer lead times and more risks for manual mistakes. Let me give you an example. We can set up sandboxes using self-service. A sandbox is a temporary environment that allows you to test around with your mock-up data before moving it into production. That way we can make sure that our models are stable and gives us the result we want before doing it in a production environment. So what happens then? The users fill in a sheet and the rest is automated and terminated after a specific amount of time. So instead of spending time manually setting these sandboxes up, my team can work with making sure that we have stable and secure environment that allows us to do more analysis with shorter time to market. But now I've just briefly talked about how we make our platforms secure by access reviews. But we do much more than just that. Isn't that right, Stephanie?
That's right. Exactly. Thank you, Rebecca. I'm just going to hold this tight now, so drop it again. Well, so you heard from Rebecca that, of course, we do a lot of work to keep our platforms secure and your data, Monica's data, secure with ICA. So we're going to have a look now what the security team does in this whole process and what we do to keep Monica's data safe. You heard from both Sofia and Rebecca that we process huge amounts of data. And of course, we need this data. I mean, how will we otherwise be able to create these offers for you, right? If we don't know what it is that you like. But I'm also sure that none of you have missed what's been going on in the world lately? Cyber attacks. Cyber attacks are like bread and butter today. You see them all over. You see them at all companies. You see them with yourselves. You heard about it with a previous speaker today, Angel Durr, which was great. If you didn't see it afterwards in the stream, because she really pinpoints what's going on. So with this said, we know that keeping Monica's data secure this whole time is key in the process. Because sadly, there are bad people out there, and they're going to continue coming, unfortunately. They do it for, economical purposes, or just to sabotage, or political purposes as well. Therefore, it's of utmost importance to ICA to keep Monica's data safe this whole time. So how do we actually then make sure that Monica's data is safe with ICA? Well, ICA has, of course, many security controls, processes, and mechanisms in place to keep Monica's information safe, and yours. And we usually think about it like an information security pyramid. The pyramid contains different elements of security, all in the purpose to have risk-based and purpose-driven security. First, on the bottom left, let's see if you can see it. Yep. We have the technology controls, you could call them. That's, for example, a continuity control, like having backup of data, or virus protection, or security scans of our IT environment. Next, we have administrative controls, or organizational controls, you can call them. It's the yearly e-training you get. I'm sure most of the companies you work at have them as well. A yearly e-training about cybersecurity can also be our steering documents, our governing documents about information security policies, or its tools to classify information and documents. And then, on top, we have what I call adapted security controls. So I know that's kind of like a fuzzy word. What does that mean? Well, it's the security controls that we adapt for the business purpose, so that the control is relevant for the business in question. Let me give you an example. In the scope then of data analytics and the process that we're talking about here, creating personalized offers, an example of an adapted security control is pseudonymization, which I think is the hardest word in the history of words. Try to say it 3 times in a row, real fast, and I'm sure you'll know what I mean. Anyhow, don't do it now, do it later. Pseudonymization. What it means is that we translate any information that can point to the identity of a person to a pseudonym. So, a pseudonym is any type of identifier that can prevent data from specifically pinpointing a user, in this case, Monica. So let's have a quick look at what this can look like using some fake Monica data. Here you see some information about Monica, her social security number, her email address, her age, and her postal code. What happens now that when we make the data pseudonymized, you see? So meaning that we're not being able to identify that this is Monica's data anymore. We use some techniques to translate the data to identifiers. So it looks like this, for example. This allows us to protect Monica's data, while at the same time we can perform analysis of her identifiers, all in order for us to be able to give her the offers that she wants and needs. Now let's go back to the security pyramid. And let me see where we are in time. You've heard that to achieve good security, we need to apply all three elements of security that I just went through. We also, of course, need to take into account internal expectations from stakeholders within ICA and external laws and regulations, like the GDPR, which I'm sure you're all familiar with. We do this in the form of an Information Security Management System, an ISMS. The ISMS is basically a framework for systematically, continuously, and proactively manage data to keep it secure all along the way. And wrapping up this right now, you've heard now that to keep security good, to make security good, we need to ensure secure processing all throughout the way when performing analytics. And when we do this, when we keep security stable all throughout the way, we can make Monica feel confident that her data is safe with ICA. This, in turn, enables trust. And what is the key factor in a good relationship? Trust. I think anyhow. So, trust. Trust and long-term relationships, that's what matters to ICA. We want you, our customers, to have a long-term relationship with us. So if we're wrapping things up a little bit here, I'm going to head back to Monica. You've heard how me and my colleagues from the security team continuously works with information security to maintain Monica's trust. You've also heard from Rebecca how the platform and data engineers works with our huge data sets in a smart way. And you've heard how the data science team designs and develops our analytical solutions to create personalized offers for Monica. So the next time you get an offer in your mailbox, you know what happens behind the scenes. And you know how much work is put into it for just that little email. So I want you to have in mind when you leave today, like, that offer, it was actually a lot of things going on in the background. Because for us, this is what makes personalized, smart, safe customer experiences using data analytics. And like I mentioned, the customer experience is what we believe is what builds long-term relationships with our customers, you. Unfortunately, that's it about what we were going to tell you today, and we have a little bit more time here. But first, I will hand over to Sofia, who will mention just a little thing.
So if you're interested in hearing more about how we at ICA work in a data-driven way, we will have a digital event in about a month. And of course, you're all invited to join. So you can just use the QR code in order for you to sign up.
And we actually have some time for questions if there's any, I think. 5
Maybe
minutes.
3 minutes.
But first we want to say thank you all for listening to this presentation.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, we have one question.
Yeah. I'm going to say I don't have numbers right now because I'm not the expert in this, but I do know that sustainability is super important to ICA. And we do try to, of course, promote things that are sustainable with time, you know? We try to promote eating more veggies, greens, having a good impact on society, on the climate. We have, again, I don't know the numbers here, but I know that we have like hundreds of people working just in this area, basically. Okay, I'm just maybe exaggerating, but it is one of the priorities. It's actually one of in our ambition for the coming years. We have this as one of the top goals. And also on the IT side, like our impact on society in green tech, you could call it, or sustainable IT is also one of our key areas that we work with. So how we try to impact, our suppliers, for example, to make green choices. Did you have any other comment on that? No?
Nope.
Any other questions? Yep.
Hi, I have a question for the data science team.
Yep.
Sofia, I was wondering the software, like personalized offer, you have 3 groups for now. I could understand for the royal class, you will just analyze their history and see the similarity so that you can recommend some quite similar food or some other.
Okay, let's just go back to the slide. So the loyalized model is the propensity model. And the capitalized model is an uplift model. But the basket boost model is a collaborative filtering model where we try to find customer with similarities.
Yes, and my question is about the last
Sorry.
one, basket booster.
Yeah.
I was wondering, on one slide
Oh, sorry.
for the basket booster, since you have some criteria like the storage, the timing, the concern, but even though after filter out all of this, you still have a lot of selection for Monica. Maybe because the basket booster is never tried, or that's why you want booster. But if
Exactly. So
selection, how would only select 3 for her? Are there any AI or algorithm behind that, or just a random selection?
So the mix of the offers, like if you get, for instance, 1 loyalize and 1 basket boost, and also the exact number of offers that you get, that is set by the customer strategy. So depending on what sort of customer you are and the customer strategy, it's predefined that you will get 3 offers or 4 offers this campaign period, so for this month. So if it would be the case that there isn't a basket boost offer that's suitable for you, even though it's decided they should have one, you will just not receive that offer, or you won't receive any offer. So instead of 3 offers that period, you might get 2. Yep.
Unfortunately, I think it's time for us to wrap up because we promised to be out of here. But Sofia, Stephanie, and I will all be at the ICA monitor. So if you have more questions, please come by and ask those to us. And if you just want to talk, that's fine too. We will be there to listen to you and answer any questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you.